have started with the chapter number 3 and today is the second lecture of it, right? So we are going to start with the page number 35, right? The same is there in your textbook also, right? The topic is measure the stems. Measure the stems, students. If you will look into your textbook, right, you will find the stem pics over here, right? I am not able to draw that much of pics. So what I have done, I have only used the coloring markers to show you that these are the places where the stamps have been there. So this at this place your stamp A is there, this place stamp B, stamp C, stamp D, E and F, right? So these are the stamps which are there in your textbook also, right, which you can look over there also. Now I have used the blue marker to denote that how much squares are actually being used for the one particular stamp, right? So if you will see, students, stamp A, so total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 3 lines are there. So 6 into 3, 18 squares are being used for the stamp A. Similarly, we can calculate for the remaining stamps also. Now let's see the question, students. How many squares of 1 centimeter side? Now see, students, here if you will see the square, now every square side is 1 centimeter, and you know the very well the property of square, that is all sides are equal. If one side is of 1 centimeter, the remaining 3 sides will also be of 1 centimeter only. So how many squares of 1 centimeter side does stamp A cover, right? How many squares of 1 centimeter side does stamp A cover? So stamp A, as I told just now, only 18 squares are been there. So here I am writing the answer 18 square centimeter, right? Because how many squares of 1 centimeter side does stamp A cover? 18 square centimeter. Now let's look on to the next question. Stamp B. Stamp B, if you see the stamp B, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 square centimeters are in there. Right, students? Okay, students, now let's see the second, that is B question. Which stamp has the biggest area? Which stamp has the biggest area? So if for that you need to look to this, right, and you need to find the area of the various stamps, and then we can able to say that which stamp has the biggest area. Sometimes while looking also we can say that this particular stamp has the biggest area. Okay, we have calculated for A, we calculated for B also. See if you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6 are there. D, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 into 3, 12. E, 2 into 2, that means it's 4 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 squares are being there. So if you just compare all the stamps, you will say that stamp A is the greatest one. Stamp A has more number of square. So which stamp has the biggest area? So here you are writing the answer, that is stamp A. Is it clear? So you are writing the students the answer, that is stamp A. Next question is, how many squares of side 1 centimeter does this stamp A cover? How many squares of side 1 centimeter does this stamp cover? So how many squares are being utilized in A, students? How many squares are there of 1 side centimeter? Total 18 are there. So if the area is coming as 18, but obvious the squares will also be 18. So here I am writing the answer 18. Right? Now let's see the last question of this, students. How much is the area of the biggest stamp? How much is the area of the biggest stamp? The question is repeated only they are changing the wordings, right? How much is the area of the biggest stamp? So biggest stamp is A, and how much is the area of this biggest stamp, students? That is 18, right? Because the number of squares are been there, that much is the only area. So the answer is 18 square centimeter, right? I hope, students, you understood this much. Okay, students, now let's see the C question, that is, which two stamps have the same area. That means out of all these stamps, there are two stamps which have the same area. So let's calculate it, or better to say just say it, right, because we have already calculated. So see, E1 is having 4 square centimeter area, C is having 6 square centimeter area, B is having 8 square centimeter area, D, so 4 by 3, so it is 12. Similarly here 3 into 4, 12. So D and F are the only stamps which have the same area. So here I am writing the answer, sorry, D and F, stamp D and F are the only stamps which have the same area. Now next question is, how much is the area of these stamps? Sorry, how much is the area of these stamps? So we need to just tell the number of squares that are being used in that stamps. So that is the only answer for the area. So before few minutes we have seen, so that is there are 12 squares in this. This also 12 squares. So total area of these stamps is 12. Right? The number of squares they are using, that will be the answer of only area. Next one, students, the area of the smallest stamp is, if you just see all the stamps, which stamp is having the smallest area? This one. That means stamp E. So what is the area of this stamp? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am writing 4 square centimeter. Next one is the difference between the area of the smallest and the biggest stamp. See students, before few minutes we have seen that stamp A is having the more area. So how much is the area of stamp A? Students, that is 6 into 3, 18. And stamp E is having how much area? 4. So 18 minus 4. So the difference comes as 14. So the difference between the area of the smallest and the biggest stamp is, students, 18 minus 4. 18 for the biggest one and 4 of the smallest one. So 18 minus 4. So here I am writing the answer, 14 square centimeter. I hope students you are able to calculate more of this type. Okay students, now just see, we are going to see the page number 36, right? Guesswork is there. You need to only guess the answers only. First question, which has the biggest area? That means you need to tell the one which is having the biggest area. सबसे बड़ा area किसका होगा? One of your footprints. Footprints means आप जिसको बोलते हैं छाप, पैरों की छाप बोलते हैं हिंदी में. So one of your footprints or the page of this book. So they are just talking that, for example, if this is your book, right? Now if you just compare the area of this particular book, the area of the page and the footprint area, so but obvious you can say students, that is the footprint will be having the lesser area as compared to the page of the book. So here you will be writing the answer, students, that is page of the book. So I am also writing page of the book. Is it clear, students? Second guesswork, which has the smaller area? 2 5 rupee notes together or a 100 rupee note. That means they are saying here that you take 5 rupee notes, 2 5 rupees notes, and you just put together, and along with that you keep the 100 rupee note also. Then out of these two, which one is having the smallest area? So I have brought here 100 rupee note, right? And this one is your 10 rupee note. I am not right now having the 5 rupee note with me. So but you can analyze, right? You can analyze, students. इससे थोड़ा सा छोटा होगा 5 rupee note, right? Now just to see if I am putting here, right? So this much is the space it occupies by this 10 rupee note. This much is the space. So अगर आप 5 rupee note लगेंगे तो थोड़ा सा छोटा होगा 10 rupee note से, right? तो ऐसे आप दो रखेंगे, तो अगर आप ऐसे दो रखेंगे तो what will happen? The 5 rupee note will be having the more area as compared to the 100 rupee note. So here the answer will be, students, you have to write the answer which one is having the smaller area, that is 100 rupee note. Is it clear, students? Now we are going to move to the next one, that is, look at a 10 rupee note, right? Is its area more than 100 square centimeter? Okay, 10 rupee note I am having, so I can show you, right? If this is my 10 rupee note, right? Now if we compare this with the 100 square centimeter, यानी कि 10 by 10 का अगर ले तो 100 square से अगर उसका measurement करें, so this one will be having the smaller area or that one will be having the smaller area, right? So we can say that the 10 rupee note will be having the smaller area as compared to the 100 square centimeter. 100 rupee note की बात नहीं कर रहे, 100 square centimeter, 10 by 10. So 1, 2, 3, 10 horizontally and 10 vertically. तो वैसा 10 by 10 का आपका एक पूरा rectangle बनेगा, पूरा grid बनेगा. If you compare that and this one, so this one will be having the smallest area. 10 rupee note will be having the smallest area, and the 100 square centimeter will be having the greater area. So the question is, look at a 10 rupee note. Is its area more than 100 square centimeter? Is the 10 rupee note will be having more area? No. 10 rupee note area will be less than 100 square centimeter. Is it clear, students? I hope you understood this much. Okay, students, now still there are two guessworks which we need to solve it out. That is D1, we have done C. Now we are going to this D1. Is the area of the blue shape more than the area of yellow shape? Why? See, here this particular square which you can see, that is having the yellow shape, that means yellow color is there into it. This one is a triangle, it is having the blue color inside it, right? Now we have to say, answer it, that the area of blue shape is more than the area of yellow shape. They are just asking us, is the area of blue shape is more than the area of yellow shape, right or wrong? See, if we see both the figures, students, right, consider it as your sandwich, right? Now if we do the half of the sandwich, what we get? We get a triangle, right? Now you just place the triangles in this format. You just place the triangles in this format. Will the area be different? Will the area be different? No, because they have originated from this square only. That means both the pieces which you have got, that you got from the sandwich only, right? Similarly, these two triangles which you are getting, that is from this square only, right? So the area of both the shapes will be same, right? Which you can even verify it by taking a cutout. Cutout means इसका आधा कर देंगे, so you will get you can able to say it. So here I am writing area of both the shapes. Area of both the shapes is same. Area of both the shapes is same, which you can even verify by taking a cutout, right? Next one is the perimeter of the yellow shape more than the perimeter of the blue shape? Is the perimeter of the yellow shape more than the perimeter of a blue shape? Perimeter, students, I have already explained in the first lecture also. Perimeter means to calculate the sides measurement and need to add it. That means, for example, if this square is there, so take the measurement of this side, take the measurement of this side, take the measurement of this side, take the measurement of this side. When you add it, the answer that you are getting, that is called the perimeter, right? So perimeter means the boundary, right? So here they are asking that yellow shape is more than the blue shape, right? So here we need to address this answer. So if you will see, students, the perimeter, both the shapes are same in shape, same in area, but both the shapes are different in the perimeter. Blue shape is having the more perimeter as compared to the yellow shape. If you look into a textbook, then you can say that blue shape is having the more perimeter as compared to the yellow shape. Even that you can say it by measuring the side also, by taking a scale, or you can even take a thread also, right? Take a scale, right? Just measure all the sides of this square, just measure all the sides of this triangle, and then you can say that the perimeter of this particular blue shape is more than the yellow shape. So here I am writing the answer of it, students. Area of blue shape is more than yellow shape okay students, now I am writing the answer of it, that is perimeter of blue shape is more than the perimeter of yellow shape, which we can prove by measuring the sides of the shape using ruler. Is it okay? So we can even measure the sides using a ruler, that means your scale. I hope students you can able to do this kind of guesswork.
आभार।